Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, after taking Game 1 of this 3-game series against the Houston Astros, our Jays are looking to take Game 2 as they send Garrett Cole to the mound to go up against Ronel Blanco. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
From Daikin Park in Houston, we've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. And now here is Lawrence Butler. Just missed. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And a foul ball. Next offering way off the plate. Nobody out, runner at first. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. But no advance from the runners.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And they're all loaded up.
About creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And Martinez, the pitch. Struck him out. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there. And that one hops the wall. Santander headed for the plate. He's safe. And they clear the bases.
Wow, that's a dagger right there. Clears the bases and puts 3 runs on the board. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. Hard hit, right side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here at Daikin Park, on the hill here today, Garrett Cole.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Next offering is in for a strike. Cole with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That's out to center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Jordan Alvarez.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base. Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Goes down looking. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
And here's a 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
And Boog, hitters can be a little less aggressive on hard stuff early in the season just because of how cold it is and not wanting to get a stinger. Now you think, it's just a jam, a shot, it's a broken bat, but sometimes guys get deep thumb bruises that can linger for a while. So, you just want to avoid that if you can, but at the end of an at-bat, you're just trying to battle no matter what.
And next for Toronto, Jose Iglesias. That one missed. How much did your dress change when it would get cold or when it would be cold early or late in the season?
Well, early in the season, Boog, I'm taking a top coat, on the road and trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about...
No, I'm talking about your uniform. When you played back, way back in the day.
Oh, all right. I thought you want to know about my travel gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you go with some long sleeves early on, and sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable, a little cumbersome, but you get used to it. But it's great when you can come out there and let the guns just hang out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Lawrence Butler next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more. Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. One-two now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here in Houston, and now it's Christian Walker.
The first baseman.
Walker working through some struggles lately. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-1. And now Yainer Diaz. And that one is lifted in the air. Butler on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is outside.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, John Singleton. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Yeah. Who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me.
New inning getting started. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The left fielder, number 25. Anthony
Now the Toronto four-hole hitter,
Santander.
Anthony Santander. And that's outside. Foul ball there. Guerrero gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next one just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side. Off balance feed. There's one to Walker, and that's 2. And here is J.D. Martinez.
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Andres.
And now it's going to be Andres Jimenez. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Check swing, and he went 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now 1 missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next one misses, and now it's 3-2. And that'll load the bases.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Two outs. Popped up. Paredes makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And that one in the air center field. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, Victor Robles. Up next for the Astros.
Robles.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
2-2 the count.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Varsho settles underneath it. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Lance McCullers Jr. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
43, Lance McCullers.
Down the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team, and when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. So the lineup flips over. Now it's going to be Lawrence Butler. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
One out, bases empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Stays alive. Next offering is down low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there. Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one misses, and a count 2-1. This one in the air center field. Dubon under it. Puts it away for the out. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-2. McCullers will move to first. Butler dives back in safely. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singing, I think just our presence is the present. Bounce to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Bottom four is the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Number 44.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
So digging in, Christian Walker.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. Now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was...
That one ripped left field onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, JD Martinez. That one outside, and it's 2-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Paredes makes the grab, 1 down. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
1 down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Pena fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Gabriel Moreno. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, out towards left center, Alvarez. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. That missed by a lot. 2-1.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ground ball right side, and foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt. 3-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
John Singleton now at the plate.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
A strikeout for the Coltrane. He's making it look easy out there. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swinging a foul straight back. And that misses. Ball 3. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And a foul ball.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And down on strikes. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ground ball, Walker. Steps on first for the out. So up next for Toronto, Jose Iglesias. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Lawrence Butler. To the right side, Altuve fires over to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Back here at Dyken Park, now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and it stays fair.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve. Up next for the Astros. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second, and he's out. The Blue Jays holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That hits the dirt. 2-2. Way inside. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 3-2. Base is empty with 2 away. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette. And a slider misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 down. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit.
Diaz.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Now batting the third baseman.
And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. So now the DH spot, John Singleton.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Two outs. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Trading my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in
Back here in Houston, J.D. Martinez stands in.
J.D. Martinez.
On the ground to third. The throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And it's even up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dunks one into left.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Well, that still right there is a little risky with the guy you got at the plate. He's so hot right now and such a quality hitter. You got to make sure you're going to be safe, and fortunately for him, he was. Now he's in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Diaz collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Brian King.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Jimenez stands at second with 2 gone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Number 56, Mark Leiter Jr.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. There's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Could be extra bases. Throw back in as the tying run holds at third. 2 on following the double.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Now the batter now, Jose Altuve. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. The throw to second is offline.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game.
Zach Jackson comes on now.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
One out, runner at second. Yordan Alvarez will hit next. And that's a little high. Three balls, two strikes the count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The first baseman,
and next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Ball.
And that one hit to first. Guerrero takes it himself, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Is this redemption for my soul?
Jake Myers into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center.
Number 6.
Josh Hader comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now the third baseman, Jose Iglesias. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run, you're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
2-2 count.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Ball 4. He walked in, and that keeps things going.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
On the ground is short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. That one ripped. That's back. And out of here. He hammers one out to center. It's 4-4. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Guerrero, the next to hit. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th.
3-2.
To third. And a foul ball. Foul will We'll see another payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Tied at 4. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count 1-2.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
And there's the ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Fly ball down the line. Robles on the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Four in the 9th. Bounce to third. Paredes fires across the diamond, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 2. Now a screamer into the outfield, and there's one down.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in a scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
Just missed. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Here's a high chopper, but it kicks foul. Got him swinging. John Singleton up next for the Astros. 2 down, nobody on here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him swinging. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Bennett Sousa. JD Martinez stands in. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got one out to right. Robles sizing this one up, drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at 3rd. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. And a count 1-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
That's way outside, and the count is 2-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
2 outs. Line drive. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Chad Green.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fires over to Guerrero. 1 out, the bottom of the 10th. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Victor Robles. Winning run at third, 2 down. Not even close there. 2-1. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. We're in extras here, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. And misses inside. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone here. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Iglesias digs in now. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Way inside, and that hit him.
Right there.
You know, and he'll act like he really wanted to hit, but he's as happy as anyone that he got hit by that pitch just to turn this lineup over back to the top. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead. First and second. 2 outs. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And that one upstairs.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Tying run at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him! And 1 gone. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So they're down to their final out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Big RBI for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Hoffman is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. On to first. In-time ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win. But it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And with the win, the Jays' record improved to 13-12. They still sit 5 games back into the American League East and are tied for the last wildcard spot. So remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next games. The Jays go for the sweep in this 3-game series against the Houston Astros.